like
and
something
I need
happened.
to be able to see
How do I go live?
I need to see.
Oh, we're live?
Oh, we're live. We're live. Hey, hey, hey,
We did
hey,
it.
hey.
Okay.
I'm still learning where to look.
Jenny, I need to see comments. How do I do that? Hi, guys. We want to see who's on.
Where's the
So-
screen button that you just have the arrow on? Okay, got it. Okay.
Is he showing? Is he going to show me comments?
Oh, I hung up.
Here we go. Yeah, we're early. Hi, guys. No sound. They're saying no sound.
Are your mics
Oh,
on?
my mic not muted.
I think so. Let's see.
Please don't tell me this.
Oh, I can hear it.
We on?
We're on. We're on. Hi, everyone. How are we? Oh, my goodness. I'm so excited. But I can't see people's comments unless I'm here.
It'll take
I
some.
love technology.
I know. Don't you
Yeah.
love it? Hi, Jennifer. Hey, Karen. Hello, Suzanne. Shauna. Hi, Laura. Oh, my goodness. So Bonnie is joining us from Western New York. And we've got Christy in Sunny Holland, Michigan, joining
yay.
us.
Oh, my
And Beth
sister-in-law
in
is
Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Barbara from Texas. Hello, Barbara. All right, here we go. We can't hear Kris. Someone is saying,
Is your mic on?
Tana, I can hear me in here. Let me make sure.
coming through mine.
Or maybe it's
Can
coming
you
through
hear
you.
us?
No, I think it's
I
on.
turned them both on. So.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
Hello, hello, hello.
I think Kris is cursed with the microphone.
I am cursed. I am totally
I can
cursed
pass
with the
this
microphone.
back and forth.
Hey, Kris Spencer. It's Friday. Yay, Sue says.
Yay,
yes,
Friday.
It is. What's for dinner, Sue? Sue is my friend in Georgia who she's one of my BFFs and we've never met. Right,
I
Sue?
love those. So lucky.
And she always tells us what she's cooking for dinner.
Oh,
Every day.
I
which
always
is
need
always fun.
ideas.
Exactly.
Yes. I will tune
Yes.
in every Friday to find out now.
Exactly. She's a very good cook. Hi, Elaine from Roundy. Or Elaine from Roundy. Elaine from Utah. Elaine, are you cracking up at me right now? Okay, yeah, everyone's saying they can hear me, so
Okay.
that's
Just fine
good.
on my phone.
Great.
So, all right, Betty Jo, Ella. Hi, Laura. All right. Can you ask Adam how we can see
I
the
did,
comments on
and I
here?
tried to call him, he didn't answer.
Okay. All right. Hey, Debbie. So I always do a little welcome, like
Great.
I feel like I'm Miss
Oh, from Romper Room.
From Romper Room.
Yes.
Is it Julie?
I think
who
it
is
was.
Yeah.
I always
And
wanted her to say my
she's
name.
like, I can see you. Sue is loving the quilt behind us.
Thank you.
Is that
Thanks,
gorgeous?
Sue.
We're going to talk about that one today, Sue. So very, very fun. All right, guys. Yay. Patricia said she can hear us both, and she's really looking forward to
good.
today.
Me too.
Guys, I am so excited. We also need a theme number 1, 2, and 3 on here. Do you see where that's at, Jenny, on there?
Kris, you're just asking way
So
too much out
we
of me.
don't have a normal videographer here today. So Jenny is pitch hitting, and she's doing a wonderful job because
Yeah,
here we
sure.
are. We're on, at least, right?
Uh-huh. Okay, he did tell me how to
We're
do it.
live.
There we go. We are live. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
it's coming.
Oh, we are going to be able to see people in a minute. Here.
I don't
Thanks
know.
for a great
It's the
class.
same. It's going to be delayed though.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay,
I don't want to have to look at this anymore.
we're on Nicole's Facebook.
It's all good.
You are a pro.
Hey, Jennifer
Multitasking.
from Oregon. Yeah, it is very pretty. Are you talking about Amy or the quilt? The both. I think both.
Can you see those?
All right. Oh, Connie. Yes, I will pass that on to Kim. She did do a good job last night. I was really, really proud of her. So I thought she was a natural. You know, Kim got done with that last night. Afterwards, she comes to me and she said, I don't know how you do this every day, or I don't know how you do this every week.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's good.
Yeah, I can see it. And so, yeah, she gained new insight into how it is, right? Oh, Nancy Boone from Corona, California, which was my hometown.
Oh.
She's rubbing it in right now that it's 79 degrees outside.
Sounds amazing.
Yep. I know. Sue said, we love Jenny. She is such a trooper.
She is on the spot right now.
And Marilyn Lundberg says, welcome, Amy.
Thank you.
All right,
Marilyn.
guys, we are so excited to be here today. Thank you for joining us for another 3 Themes at 3. And today, it is Friday. That's right. Welcome weekend. And we always start off the weekend with a special guest. And many times it's each of you who, that's been a lot of fun. Did you know that?
Oh,
that
I
on
love
Fridays, I usually have a guest from out there and we do it via Skype. And it's so much fun because we get to know our customers and our community of friends out there. But something that's also been fun that we just added was on Fridays we can also every now and then do have a special guest on who is a fabric designer. And today I get to introduce you to one of my very favorite people on the whole planet.
Oh.
And it is true. It is true. And that is Amy Smart. And she is from Diary of a Quilter. Have any of you ever been on diaryofaquilter.com? It's not a blog spot,
No,
right?
It's a .com.
It is a .com. If you've never checked it out, you're going to want to, but not quite yet. Not until after this is over, okay?
It'll still be there.
It will still be there. She's amazing, and so she is also a designer for Riley Blake Design. She's an ambassador for baby lock machines, sewing machines, embroidery machines, all of the above. And she's a good friend of mine, and I'm so grateful that she came on today.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Absolutely. So if you have questions along the way, please feel free to chime in the chat box and let us know. Jenny will be on the other end, and she can also help us navigate what questions are coming through. What did you figure out how to do, Jenny?
There's a 1 on there now.
There is
there's
a 1!
You're way ahead of me.
Okay, that's awesome. Because now the trick is, can you make it a little bigger, Jenny?
Yes.
Let's see. Let's see her in action. So 3 Themes at 3. For those of you who may be brand new to us, we do this every single day, Monday through Friday. And theme number 1 is something to smile about. So we share some jokes. We share funny memes that our customers have sent to us, which I love.
That's so great.
And that's because you know what? It's in this day and age, we just need more smiles,
we
right?
do. Can never have too many, and we need more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what we focus on in theme number 1. Theme number 2 is we show a demonstration of some sort, and theme number 3 is a daily deal. So we're going to still do that today, somewhat. It's a little different since I have a guest on, but so I don't have anything really funny to share unless you have a really funny joke.
Oh, I'm the worst at on-the-spot jokes. I have to. My kids they'll be so embarrassed.
I know.
Right now.
I know. I'm the
We
same
can
way.
smile. It's sunshine.
That's right.
I was even going to wear a sweater, and I was too hot. That is a first.
There you go.
In a while.
In a while.
Yeah.
You said it was also the first time you've worn lipstick.
This is the first time I've literally put on lipstick in months, probably since Christmas.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
So there we go. We'll smile about that.
Yeah. So Amy lives a couple hours away from us. Tell us a little bit about you, your family. Start out with a little more personal, if you don't mind.
Sure.
And then tell us a little bit more about your business.
Okay. Well, I grew up here in Utah as well. I grew up in Salt Lake City and have just stuck around. My husband, we met in college, and he came to Utah for college but vowed to never live here, and here he is, and he loves it now.
Where's he from?
He is an Army brat, so he kind of grew up all over, but mostly the Washington DC area, a little bit overseas in Germany, and so he's actually the one that's converted me to hiking and national parks, and I think it took an outsider coming to say, look what you have here.
Look what's right in your backyard, and you're not out enjoying
and
this
now we
amazing
enjoy it.
creation.
So I'm taking our kids. I think our kids have been to a lot more national parks than I ever went to growing up. Maybe because I whined too much and my parents got sick of it. And so I love them as an adult. I've since apologized to my parents for being that kid. I get it now.
Yeah.
Wow, it's beautiful. So I feel really lucky to live here. And I learned how to quilt from my mom.
Really?
I come from and she learned how to sew and knit from her mother. And so I think I come from a line of
Wow.
creators, and I feel really lucky that that my mom has shared that with
Wow.
me.
Does she still sew?
Yeah, she does. She grew up sewing her clothes. Like her
Uh-huh.
mom made a lot of her clothes, and she would knit. She has this Fair Isle cardigan sweater that she knit as like a 12-year-old. I don't knit. It still
Really?
blows my
No, I
mind
don't
that
either.
she
It's
did
amazing.
that. But so she didn't start quilting until I was about 12.
Okay.
So it was later in her adult life, kind of in the mid 80s. Quilting kind of had a resurgence.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
she went and took a class at a local quilt shop, and she didn't know what any of the tools were that you were supposed to bring. Like, you were supposed to bring a see-through ruler, and she found this old
A see-through ruler.
Isn't that funny? Like there, it was before rotary cutters. Like
Yeah.
she was cutting with scissors. Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she really learned hand piecing and taught me that, and then let me use her machine and her fabric as I got older, and I owe it all to my mom.
Wow.
Yep.
Do you guys ever get together and sew together now?
No, we kind of do other. We talk about it more. I'm kind of the only one of her kids that
Really?
picked up the sewing bandwagon,
Yeah,
jumped on
yeah,
that bandwagon.
yeah.
But so now there's grandkids, and mostly time is spent with
Yeah,
family
that way.
stuff.
Uh-huh.
But she still lets me
That's
paw through
awesome.
her fabric and
Which I bet
things
is
like
a lot
that.
of
Now
fun.
I share some of mine with her too.
Well,
So
a lot
I'm
of
trying to pay her back.
a lot of your fabric is actually very nostalgic.
Yes,
Yeah.
I credit my mom also for the inspiration for a lot of my fabric designs, for sure.
When I look back at some of your previous fabric lines, I go, oh my gosh, I remember that when I was when I was a kid.
were a
and
child
I
of the
remember-
70s,
Yes,
yes.
yes, exactly. And
Yep.
so, do you kind of embrace that?
Oh,
because
definitely.
Of the
Yeah.
way you were raised and
Yes.
everything.
Yeah. A lot of my mom tells the story of, I mean, when I was her 1st baby, and so my parents, her first child they did not have a lot of money, and she sewed all our clothes just like her
Sure,
mom had done.
Absolutely, yeah.
And she found a deal on gingham for like 99 cents a yard or something at Fashion
unheard of,
Fabrics,
right?
right?
Right.
Can you imagine?
No.
And so she bought just tons of it, and we had gingham curtains and gingham
Uh-huh.
Easter dresses
Yes,
and
yes.
gingham bedspread.
Yes,
So I
yes.
think I will always have an affinity for gingham because of that.
You have gingham in every line you do.
I do.
Yeah, in
Yes.
fact, Jenny was saying you have perfected gingham.
Oh,
Gingham, not Bingham. You have perfected
keep playing with
gingham.
different ginghams because
I
I
know.
love it. I love it all.
It's
Yeah.
true. It's true. I love that. So I bet your mom's really proud of you.
I think she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been fun.
Yeah.
I really do credit her.
To think that, she's just like, wow, my daughter's doing
Doing this,
all
like,
this.
oh,
It's
I
just
know.
really
I think
something.
all of us are like, how did you do that? How did you get
Do you pinch yourself
I
sometimes?
do all the
Yeah.
time because I remember walking into fabric stores, and I worked at a fabric store for
Yeah.
years, and gosh, you get so excited when new fabric collection would arrive or a new project that you're inspired by, and I never would have thought I would have my name
doing
on a
this.
selvage.
Yes.
I mean, I feel really lucky. A lot of just
Yes.
stars aligned, and I feel really lucky.
And you were telling me earlier that it's just like you're just a normal person who
I'm just a person who sweats in,
Who
her, in
sweats.
her basement. Yeah, I just maybe overshare my life is the difference.
Well, what's fun is that you did not start out necessarily as a fabric designer. I mean, this was a lot of years in coming, but you started out with a blog. Tell us
Yes.
about that.
Oh,
And
I
when
mean,
did it
again,
start, and why
so
did you
interesting.
start it?
I
Yeah.
started in 2008, so I can't believe like over 12 years ago. I mean, the world's changed even in those 12 years.
Yeah.
It's so interesting. But I was working in a quilt shop at the time, and I had young children, so the quilt shop was my Saturday afternoon, like adventure. My outing where I go talk to grown-ups and pet fabric, and it's like heaven every Saturday afternoon.
Saturday.
And
That's awesome.
it was also about that time that I discovered other quilters who were writing. I'd never heard of a blog before, and I forget. I think my husband's the one that first told me, like, there's this thing called blogs, and we started a family blog so we could share. His parents lived on the East Coast, and we would share our kids. But then I discovered there were people who wrote blogs about quilts, and people who got what I love to do,
Yeah.
cut up fabric, and
Like, these are my people.
yes.
Yes.
And I really didn't feel, other than the people I got to know working in a quilt shop, which was just such a gift in my life. I didn't have a lot of real life friends that sewed, and I was always even kind of embarrassed to tell people.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, people think I'm a grandma, and I was, but
And you were
I liked it.
really
So
young
to
and-
connect with
Yes.
other younger sewers, all ages, but to find other people my age
Yeah.
was really fun. And I
Yeah.
loved reading what they were creating and seeing. And so I had the thought, I'm making all this stuff. I should share what I'm making
Yeah.
too. I sewed a lot for the shop and
Yeah.
created patterns and projects. So that's how it got started, just sharing what I already was doing and what I really enjoyed doing.
So, do you remember what your first post was?
That
you
is
were to
what
look up?
I should go look.
You should go
Somebody, it would
look.
probably be really embarrassing. I feel like my third post was about making grape juice, which
Oh.
it was back when you just kind of wrote about everything that's going on in your life, and
Yes.
I've narrowed it down. I just talk about quilting
Now it's
pretty much.
quilting.
Sometimes
It's
travels,
Diary of a
but it's
Quilter.
all quilt related. So
Everything that you do, right?
yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh,
it's really
that's
fun.
so intriguing.
So yes, I mean, I feel what a time to be. I mean, the thing about social media or blogging is these connections we make with people that we share so much of the same interests
It's
with,
so true. Yeah.
and it's just magic, a
Yeah.
miracle that
Yeah.
we can connect all over the world with these people.
All the time to all my friends out there is like, I can't believe that we're connecting from all
It's
over the
amazing,
world.
and these kindred spirits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you feel like you found
Yes.
that kindred spirit when
Yep.
you can connect like that way.
Yes,
Yeah.
I feel so lucky. It's
Yeah.
just been the best
I
part of it
know.
all,
I
is the
know.
people connections.
So, how long have you been designing for Riley Blake?
So this is my 5th collection. I can't believe that, for Riley Blake. I think it was 2017.
Either.
So I created a lot of content for Riley Blake
you did, for a
before.
long time, yeah.
I don't. I mean,
And you know what I would always think? When I would read your stuff, that you were doing content, you were creating for Riley Blake, and I would be thinking to myself, when is she going to have a fabric collection? Because when is she going to? Because she's talking about everyone else's fabric collections, but when is she going to have her own? Because you really have an eye for color and design, and I'm just like, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. I
Yeah.
think I mean, for me, the fabric is the inspiring part of
Yeah.
creating a project. That's where I see some fabric and I'm like, what am I going to do with this? And so I feel really confident in that. I've just done
Yeah.
it so much that
You need another job.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. Can you work for us in Sandy? That would be awesome.
No, I do actually miss the store part, because
you?
it was like when I would put on makeup and go talk to people.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I didn't see myself as an
Interesting.
artist, whereas a lot of designers, they're just these talented artists. And so I think I kind of had to get over that limiting belief that I maybe had about myself. And to be totally frank, I hired a graphic designer to help because it's not just
Create
drawing a
what was in
picture.
here?
Yes,
Yes.
it's getting it
Yeah.
in Adobe Illustrator,
Yes.
and that was just a
Yes.
huge learning curve
Yes.
for me.
Well, there is a ton of learning when it comes to fabric design. Just seeing my own sister Kim,
Yes.
when it comes to fabric design, of like just the way that prints come out and that things are tossed certain ways, and do you
Repeats
have repeats?
and
yes. So there is a lot more.
Even
than
the
just
layering
drawing
of
a
color
picture.
was something I'd never. I'm like, can
Yep.
we put a red on a pink, or that would work. There's blues and reds together. They can bleed. It's really
Yeah.
tricky. I really came to appreciate. Oh, it's more than just drawing a picture or having a vision. There's so much technical
Definitely.
skill. So I'm grateful for people with technical
Definitely.
skills
Definitely.
who help bring my ideas and vision
That's
into this
awesome.
format.
That's
So-
awesome. Jenny, can you move to the number 2?
I would love to.
Okay. All right.
You want
So,
bigger?
just a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Do we have any questions so far before we move on?
Looking at the-
Janet says she loves being in the company of other quilters. She looks around
the
and she
best.
says, "These are my people."
Yes,
Absolutely.
it's just that
Mwah,
connection.
mwah. These are my people. Absolutely. I always tell these guys, this is my tribe. And you find your
Yes.
tribe and you love them hard.
Oh,
So,
and it's just, you just feel so lucky to get to connect.
absolutely, absolutely. Betty Jo says she loves gingham. She used to love to make chicken scratch embroidery.
I
remember
love that.
Uh-huh.
And that's kind of making a little
It's
resurgence
making a little
too.
bit of
Is
a
that what
comeback, yeah.
like Lori Holt's been doing? Some of that? Is
Some
that
of
what
the
it's?
chicken scratch,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, my mother-in-law, she made she made oodles of gingham quilts with the chicken scratch embroidery. And now that her grandchildren are getting married, it's kind of fun because she will just say to them, what color would you like? And she's already stitched them all. And now for their wedding gifts, they're receiving gingham quilts with the chicken scratch. So
I still remember the first time I learned to cross stitch.
Yeah.
My mom drew it on gingham, and I cross stitched on gingham.
Yes,
yeah,
that's true.
And then a letter A
for
my
Amy?
name.
For awesome.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's see. Someone said, let me go through. What is chicken scratch embroidery? Janet is asking. Well, how I know chicken scratch embroidery is you are doing like a star within that one of those squares, and so you create this, vertical, horizontal. Is that how you understand it?
I'm not a pro either, and I might be visualizing something else. Yeah,
but that's how.
I don't want to lead anyone astray.
Yeah. And maybe there's different kinds of chicken scratch embroidery too, but that's the one that my mother-in-law would do.
Go research
she would
it now.
She would have like stars, but then it would create a star, right? Cheryl says she loves chicken scratch. Cheryl, am I explaining that correctly? I mean, that's at least what I had. Debbie said she made a chicken scratch tablecloth as a young girl and used it as a snack blanket when she taught nursery to the 3 and 5-year-olds at church.
So
there
cute.
you go. It looks like that lace on gingham. It makes it look like lace on gingham. Yeah,
that
so
sounds
that's kind of how it is. It's just
now
like
I'm excited to go learn. I want to learn how to do
you
it.
can do it on Diary of a Quilter. You should write about it.
Okay, we'll all learn chicken scratch
there
together.
You go. Exactly, on this beautiful gingham that you have. Annette said she used to cross stitch on gingham, and her mother did the chicken scratch also. So, yeah, there you go. Janet said new class for 3 at 3. Yeah. Chicken scratch at 3
there we go.
Exactly. And Melinda said her grandmother taught her how to do chicken scratch.
What a sweet memory.
She loves the memories. You know what? That's true. And I really think when I see gingham, it takes me right back. Absolutely.
It's really nostalgic.
It is. It is. So a lot of your fabric has gingham. And does every line have gingham in it?
I think the only one that does it was my 4th line, Sugar House.
Sugar House did not have gingham. I don't think it had
gingham.
I have a lot of that.
Yeah. But all of them had, like the first 3 collections all had gingham with like some flower tossed on it, like a daisy or something.
Yes,
and that was fun.
Really
so
fun.
This is the first time I've done just gingham for gingham's sake.
So you're not only a fabric designer, you're also a pattern writer. You've been a pattern writer for a long time, even before fabric came.
Yep.
So question for you, when it comes to designing fabric, are you thinking about the quilt first, or are you thinking about the fabric first, and the fabric inspires the quilt, or does the quilt inspire the fabric?
I would say the majority of the time, the way my brain works is the fabric inspires the quilt. And so I'll see fabric and I'll want to create something with it. But it has been interesting now as I'm coordinating a quilt design with a fabric collection to think, okay, how can I show off this fabric? What's the best way to,
That's true. If it has a really large print or something, you're going to do obviously blocks that are not cut up
super small,
right?
Yeah.
One of the things that I love about your quilts is that they are very doable, and I say that with great regard because Amy is an excellent pattern designer and pattern writer. Okay, some might be able to design, but not write. Yeah. So there's a difference. So, but not only are you designing amazing patterns, but you also write them very well, and they're just so doable that anyone could sit down and just, from a beginner,
That's my hope. Yeah,
it is true because you have some really wonderful things that are like so user friendly.
Oh, thanks. I loved teaching beginning quilting classes, and so I think that really helped me see from that perspective, like how do we make this accessible and people feel successful doing it, so they want to keep doing it and not get frustrated and give up. We need new recruits all the time.
Yeah, that's right. More people to come into the fold.
Need to spread the message.
Or go to the dark side, however you want to look at it. Right? Like, join join us in this madness of
Yeah.
quilting.
We need confirmation that we're not crazy,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Like, okay, if other people are
exactly.
joining this, then I
Then
must be a good
yeah,
thing.
it must be okay. Yeah, exactly. So you have a brand new fabric collection that just came out.
Yes.
And it's called Notting Hill.
Yes.
Now, okay, Notting Hill. You can only
Like the
imagine
movie.
what her inspiration was with Notting Hill. But tell us about it, and then
Okay.
we're going to take a closer look at
Okay.
some of the fabrics.
I'm
okay?
so excited to share.
Yeah.
As with all my collections, they've
Yeah.
been very sentimental, like
Okay.
had some sentimental tie. And most of them have been my childhood.
Yeah.
Like just places I grew up or just my mom sewing for us, things like that. In my college years, I got to live in England a couple times and just fell in love with
Yeah.
England. A piece
Yeah.
of my heart is always going to be there. And so this collection is inspired by my time living, particularly in London as a college student. And it's still just my favorite city in the world. I love it so much.
You went back there not too long ago.
I did just a
Yeah.
couple years ago. In fact, I went back with my flatmates.
Yes. Flatmates.
My
How do you
my
love that?
flatmates. It was
Yes.
proper.
Yes. How do you love
We
that?
went. It
Yeah.
had been 25 years, which makes me feel old. But it was. We kept saying for years, let's go back together. We should. And so we hit 25 years. Like this, we got to do
Yeah.
it now. And I'm so
Yeah.
glad we did.
Yeah.
Because it was a
Because-
blast.
yeah.
But it was
Pre-pandemic.
England, pre-pandemic, and poor England and London have been through so much this past year. I just it kind of breaks my heart to think about what lockdown's been like for them. So I hope this is a little bit of a love letter to them too. But I'm so thankful we went when we did.
You just gave me the goosebumps. I
Aw.
just got the goosies going.
Aw, I
when you
just-
said this is a love letter to them, I love that.
Yeah. And this was also special because I have a sister who she's 11 years younger than me. So we were very different ages growing
Yeah.
up. You know, I was a teenager and
Yeah.
or gone and she
Yeah.
was, but she also she lived in the same house at the same program
No way.
in London, you know, a decade after I did. And so
No
we share
way.
this love. Actually, I have two sisters that did, but my youngest
Wow.
sister, she is an actual artist. And she had drawn this fun sketch of London I just love. And so I teamed up with her for the first time and we put her sketches to make this a kind of a fun toile
Yeah.
that has these monuments and landmarks
Is that in
in
this
London.
collection?
Yes, let's see if we can
Wow.
see one.
Well, let's
Let's
take a
look
look.
here. I'll pull one
Jenny,
out.
are you able to do an overhead? Do you know how to do
I'll
that?
unbundle.
You're asking a lot.
You're doing way better than I would, Jenny.
I don't know.
Way ahead of where I would be.
What do you want me to do? Find the pictures? The images?
Oh, no. I want the overhead camera to come on over here.
Yes,
Okay, I was like, I think you know how to do that
sorry,
one.
I didn't understand what you were saying.
Pull
Okay,
this out of the way.
because I want to take a closer
Yes.
look at this
Hang on, I
fabric.
just messed up something. I'm trying to make the comments show back up.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Overhead camera. Let me
Yes.
find it.
Okay. We're going to show you this a
Oh,
little more
there it
up
is.
close. There we go.
go.
And can you zoom in a little bit, please?
Maybe.
I just unwrapped this from a fat quarter bundle, so
Yes,
it's nice and folded.
Yeah, there you go. You got those fold marks. There we go. I can come over and, oh, you got it?
No. I didn't actually do it.
Okay, well, hopefully they can
Well done.
see it. Let me come over here and see if I can.
I
help.
will.
But tell us about this. print.
Okay, so this print, again, this was with my sister. Her name's Laura Miller, and she had done this wonderful blue and white sketch, and it's of the whole of London. And we took some of the vignettes from that sketch and have put them into this really cute toile with she did it in watercolor, so it's kind of preserved the watercolor feel.
I love that.
Isn't that cute?
Yes, and
So-
I love that it's not like a solid line. It gives a definite watercolor feel to it.
So we've got you know, Big Ben and the London Eye and the St. Paul's Cathedral and the classic bus and the National Gallery and Buckingham Palace. This is my favorite part. This is the house we lived in. And the reason the collection is called Notting Hill is this house was in that neighborhood.
Oh,
And so
I
that
love
it was this
that.
Edwardian row house. I mean, it was along a whole row, but this was the
Oh
one
my
we
gosh.
lived in. So it's
That
a
is
little
so
extra
neat.
sentimental for that reason. And there's Mary Poppins
Wow.
flying over.
Mary Poppins! Mary Poppins! Oh my goodness. bring this right up to the camera and see if we can get a little closer look. Look, you've got Mary Poppins right there, guys. Is that the cutest thing you ever did see?
And
Oh
so
my
that
goodness,
print
I
is
love
in, it's in a yellow on white, but this, I love this too. It's in a tone on tone pink.
Yes.
So it's really cute.
And you know what? Even if you weren't into the London thing,
Can you guys read?
this is.
It's upside down.
Oh,
Like
we're
it-
gonna. Do
Oh, we'll
upside down.
turn.
Yeah,
There we
okay,
go.
There we go.
Yep.
We're
Even-
showing you upside down London.
There you go. Even if you weren't into London, for example, like this doesn't necessarily scream that it has to be London, right?
No.
I mean, this is going to make a great print in any quilt that you do. It's going to make a great, kind of just this blender, if you will.
Yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, and when it's cut up, if you're not trying to fussy cut or something, and it's cut up, it still are some great images here. I
Yeah.
love that.
An all over toile. And then there's another, we added some, I love these little Union Jack prints. I'm going to try and hold that
I
up.
am asking Adam how to zoom.
Ta-da!
No, that's okay. Can you?
And I'll bring a few of the other prints so we can just get a feel. Some cabbage roses, the
Yes.
very like English countryside, and the large spotty dot is part of
You
part
can't
of
go
that.
wrong with dots.
And this, I will say, the mini gingham is in red and green and the blue.
Oh,
And
look, my boy Adam zoomed for us.
oh, great! Thanks, Adam. The most children in the UK go to.
Have them come in a little closer.
There we go. Oh,
There we
we're
go.
getting there.
Okay. Tell us more.
They wear uniforms.
Ah.
All British school children wear uniforms to school, and the primary school children, often the girls have these cute little gingham dresses, and so that was. I loved. They would walk to school down the street from where we lived and holding hand, like this row of little British girls going to school, and they're all their red gingham dresses. So
Oh my gosh.
that's what that one.
That's cute.
Shout out for them.
Yes. I love that. Oh my goodness, I love
See,
that.
and then some more smaller florals. Kind of
Stacy
the-
said she loves it. Her mother-in-law is from Nottingham, England. Time to make her another quilt.
That is so
Absolutely, Stacy.
sweet.
You cannot not make a quilt from this, especially if you're drawn to that area of the world.
Yes, and then we got to throw in some good tartan plaids
Yes, definitely.
too.
See, this is the plaid I'm absolutely, I just love.
I'm
Absolutely
so
love it.
happy with how that one turned out. Sometimes you visualize things, and it's getting it to translate into the finished product is sometimes tricky.
Yeah.
And so I was really, really happy with how all of these colors turned out.
Oh my goodness.
A little more of
yes.
the florals and
Oh, I love big florals.
yes,
No.
me
Oh
too.
my goodness. Large florals. This is gorgeous. Let's take a look. Oh
Isn't that
yeah,
fun?
that's beautiful. Ooh, and that creamy buttery yellow. That is delicious. Oh,
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, you can't go wrong with florals.
And it just feels so sunny for this time of year. Kind
Yes.
of makes me like, okay, summer will really
Summer,
come.
Spring, yes, yes. Maureen says it's just beautiful and she wants to use it in her bedroom.
Oh, I know. It looks like a good chintzy, floral.
Absolutely.
Is what we were hoping
A lot of
it
you
would
are,
be.
A lot of you are loving the yellow. Absolutely. Okay,
So
there we go.
there is a fun little
what's
sample.
The other one we have here.
This one, and then there's kind of this aqua robin's egg blue.
Oh yes, that is pretty too. Oh, I just love when a collection has so many great prints in there that can just be used in so many different ways. You've got these large florals, but then take a look at how pretty it is to go, in addition to your plaids. This one is going to be a little more matchy, but I would be all about throwing that one in right next to it with the yellow. And then you have this little tiny gingham. So you did a great job.
Got a variety of scale, and yes.
The scale is phenomenal here in this collection, I think. You have a little bit of everything, and then, you know, like I said,
Yep.
polka dots, you gotta love that, right?
Some just classic prints that can go with
Yeah.
the more diva prints that are.
Yes, exactly. And Dee said it's a nice balance of geometric and floral designs, and I totally agree with that, Dee.
I think that where I came to fabric design as a quilter, that was an asset. Like I knew about contrast and
Yes.
color and scale and texture,
Well,
visual
you
texture.
knew what you loved. You know, you knew exactly the things that made you happy when you're making quilts. So when, you know, it comes to designing your own, now you're like, yes, I can do
I kind of
this,
get picky,
and-
like, well, what do I want?
Yes, exactly.
I want this. I want a
Exactly.
new
You're-
dot.
Yes, you're just not going to throw something together haphazardly. Oh, look at those polka dots.
No, they feel like Easter to me. I'm excited to do something
Yes,
springy
yes, exactly.
with them. And this is a good, these are kind of a blender print
Oh, yes.
that can go read.
Just about with anything, right?
Yep. They read a little more solid, but
Read a
also
little
some
more
texture
solid.
in there.
Polka dots are
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. I'm
yes.
so happy with how those turned
Exactly.
out.
Gorgeous. Diana said the florals are reminiscent of Laura Ashley.
I
and the
think so
Cotswolds,
too.
which
Yes.
is one of her favorite places. Truly beautiful
Oh.
prints, Amy.
Thank you. That is, I'm so
Yes.
happy to hear that because that is definitely a source of inspiration here. I really wanted it to feel like that country English
Definitely.
look.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. And then, I don't
There's
know.
another
Again,
plaid.
here's another plaid. Ooh. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Thank
The
you.
beautiful mints and aquas, and then you've got a navy blue in there. That's gorgeous. Yeah, Janet said, "Oh my, it just gets better."
Thanks, Janet.
Don't you wish you could just come right through the screen and
Just
touch
come
it?
pet it. That's
Yes, yes.
what we all like to
Yeah,
do, right? As
exactly.
quilters, we just want to touch the fabric.
Oh, I just love it.
Thank you
Absolutely,
so
yes,
much.
They all want to touch it. And then again,
There's a few
you
more of
have
the.
just a tiny one.
Mhm.
It's not over, over the top or anything. It's just tiny and little and so sweet.
Yeah.
And then what's this print right here?
So this one is the same. Let's see. I think they ended up right
Oh,
here.
there we go. There we go.
So just another smaller
There we
Little
go on top.
English floral, more
Little
cabbage
English floral.
roses.
Yeah. And then of course you have.
And there's one more of
one
the
more
London.
of
Yeah.
of this watercolor look, which I think is so pretty.
That one is kind of made as a low volume print. And one- it could
Yes.
be, a background.
Oh, most definitely. Absolutely. Yeah, that is really, really pretty, Amy.
Thank you.
Nice
Thanks. It's fun to
job.
see them all spread out. And
Oh,
like, oh, I
isn't it?
do like them.
Oh, yes,
I still like you.
Exactly.
I've been seeing them over a lot longer than everybody else. And sometimes you get like, oh, that's because it takes about over a year for it
Sure.
from start to when it actually
Yeah.
shows up in the stores. So,
Yeah,
but I'm just
absolutely.
so excited to sew with this line.
And of course you have it in jelly rolls or no, we
Roly-polies.
call it roly-polies.
Yeah.
Sorry, and with Riley,
2.5 inch
the 2.5
strips.
inch strips are roly-polies, and then you have fat quarters, which are gorgeous as a bundle.
I would never be able to open that.
I know.
It just looks pretty
There
sitting.
you go. And then of course the right here you've got your 5-inch stackers and your 10-inch stackers,
Yes.
which are so nice.
So
has
useful.
a little bit of everything in there,
I
right?
always think of 10-inch stackers as like a mini fat quarter bundle because you really can get a lot of project out of,
Yes.
if you want a variety. I love them.
I love the navy.
I'm really happy with
So
how it turned out. Sometimes
pretty.
they read really black, and this one just
This one does
reads
not.
nice
It's definitely
blue.
blue.
Yep.
Yep, definitely blue. So let's talk about some of these amazing projects.
Okay. Oh, I'm so
that
excited.
you made
to
with
sh-
this collection. The first one I'm going to show off is this cute pillow. Look how fun this is.
Isn't that fun? And this is another fun piece of yardage that comes as part of the collection, and it's a printed panel.
Is this what? No. Is
Uh-huh.
that what you use
Yep.
this?
So
No.
it comes in 2 sizes.
Okay,
Is this
so
showing?
let's get
let's
an
do-
up close. Well, we have this, but then I want to set this aside so you can see where this came from. right here. Oh, I see. You have two different
There's
sizes.
two different sizes.
Okay, that makes
Got
sense.
and here's a bigger scale. So it's a
So everyone, this is a panel, and I'm assuming it's a 2/3 yard
Yeah.
repeat. Okay. So on this panel, you've got the large flags, and then you have the smaller ones.
Yes,
So the
you can-
smaller ones is what you did this.
yes.
go at,
And
right?
there's a little.
Okay.
Let's see. Here's a little mini
Oh, how cute.
bunting. That is
That
so
would be so
cute.
in a little baby's
I
room.
know, it's so cute. I love the printed Union Jack, so you don't have to piece that, and they're just a cute little mix
Okay,
of.
let's set that one aside and take a more up close look at this one. Look at that. That's adorable.
Isn't that fun?
Well, and look at this, Amy. I mean,
It's just raw edge.
yeah, you didn't back it, you didn't sew all the way around.
And I will give credit, my friend Amy Chappell, she's Amy
Yes,
Rooney
Amy Rooney, I
Designs.
love
She
her.
made this for me. So I'm going to ask her to do a quick little tutorial of how she put it on the string. She just did a little fold over and sewed it. And
Oh,
so
easy.
it's,
That's easy.
and it just hangs, so it's not heavy because it's just the one layer. So it's a really cute a little baby bunting.
That is really sweet. I love that. Diana said that cushion cover is so British. They are so crazy for their bunting. I'll be making gifts from this.
Oh, great. I will say I was set up kind of like a photo shoot in my house last weekend to try and get pictures. And I had so much bunting. I felt like I was getting ready to host the Great British Bake Off at my and I loved it.
That's what
It was-
you have to
yeah.
make sure and watch, while you're sewing this.
So
right?
here's the bigger scale
Oh,
version.
Fun. Okay, let me. put
And it
this
comes in two
aside.
colorways. One is kind of a pink and yellow and aqua colorway. And one colorway is more of the aqua and green and the navy.
Okay.
So this one has a little bit of red in it too.
Wow, there's a lot of bunting here, my
Yeah.
friend. Okay, and then what did you do to do
So
your
to
top?
make this one, I did this one I did want to have a little more weight. And so I went back to back, just put a
Sure.
piece on the back. It's raw edge. You can see I didn't. You could put them right sides together and have a cleaner edge.
Oh,
I
think
just
that's
put them
fine, yeah.
wrong sides together and just sewed a 1/4 inch seam. And then this is just double folded bias tape from
yeah, sure.
Notions.
Yeah, from the Notions.
And
wall.
I just feed them. I line them all up in the order I want them to go, and I just stack them on my machine and open up the bias tape and just feed them. Place it
Super
in between,
simple.
and
Oh,
so it's
yeah.
it's really easy, and it has the finished tape gives it just a nice finished edge.
Yes, it does.
go.
Oh,
So-
that's really, really cute. This is so sweet. This would be fun for summer too.
I know, it makes me excited
I
to
love
have a
how
garden
this-
party.
Now they refer to this as a Union Jack. Is that correct?
Or I think technically it's the Union. I've learned a lot more about the Union flag.
What do
It's
they say that?
technically the Union Jack only when it's at sea,
Interesting.
which I did. Us Americans, we just call it the Union Jack.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. Well, there you go.
So there you go. Yeah.
And I
Your
love
fun
the,
tip
I
for
love
the day.
polka dots.
I
Behind
know,
it.
me too. and just more of the florals and
Yes.
yep.
All the different pieces in the line are actually incorporated into your design.
And a few different, like this is a different plaid, and
Oh, I love that one.
no, so that's there's some prints that are unique just to the bunting panel.
Very cute. Okay, so what do you have here?
Okay, so one of the patterns that I created to go with this collection that you can see behind us, it's this Union Jack flag. Here is another, it's this Union Jack quilt block. I like this one, it's more of a subtle, lighter. I decided to make a baby quilt.
Oh,
So I'm just going to use the really light colors and kind of give it a different look. But here's more of the traditional colorway, and
Oh,
this one I just made
cute.
into a pillow.
that's
And this is a
lovely.
pattern called Regent Street,
Okay, let's take a look at that.
and it's the quilt that's hanging behind us.
And this is made. Is this with all fat quarters?
This is it's a fat
Okay.
quarter bundle quilt.
Oh, Amy, you know what I love that you have on here? You have all the different
I
sizes.
did all the sizes.
That's awesome. So if you wanted to do a throw size, you would need 24 fat
Which
quarters.
is exactly what's in.
Which is what's in
Yeah.
this, right?
Mhm.
But then if you wanted a twin, you would need 36 fat quarters, a queen 42. How nice is that to have it just laid out right there for you in all these different sizes? Great idea.
Thank you. And it's
Yeah.
kind of a fun, I love that. I mean, this is to me is like Andy Warhol meets Kath Kidston, kind of a, you know, it's a little more eclectic. I have a quilt. In fact, we could just pull it out.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Another version of this quilt.
Okay. And
This
then
one.
we will, let's see, should we go to, well, let's keep to this camera and then we'll go back so we can see a little bit of the whole thing. Okay?
This one is just more traditional, you know, the blue with the red. But I went with more of a washed out
It is. I like
beachy
that.
feel.
You know what? That's the perfect way to describe it. A beachy feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I love that.
Like it looks kind of like a quilt that's been faded, but it was intentionally using lighter prints.
Good idea.
So it's pretty. I love how versatile. You
Look
can
at
the look
that.
you can change. I've seen this design made with solid, so it's really bright. You might think more like mod, British, Carnaby Street looking. you know,
Yes,
so
yes.
it's got a lot of
Oh, that's
potential.
fun. I love the Baptist fan.
Oh,
design
isn't that
too.
beautiful? I have to give credit to Melissa.
Now your mind's
The
Okay,
camera's on, my mind's
Yeah.
gone. She's so shabby quilting.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
she
That's
does a beautiful
beautiful.
job. Yep, really thankful
Cindy's
to.
asking if you have
love
any
the
beginner's
quilting.
quilt patterns.
Yes,
Oh,
we have a
lots of them.
perfect
Yes.
beginner's quilt pattern that is also fat quarter friendly, and it's another one. It's just right behind
Okay,
us. So
take
let's show
this
that.
one. Okay. And I'll bring this over. All righty.
So this
about this one.
pattern is called Summer Bunting.
Why don't you grab that?
Grab that pattern cover.
Yeah. Love this. Okay.
And this is another fat quarter friendly project, and this is a perfect beginner project. It's really, really
Why do you say
simple
that?
assembly.
Tell us
It's
about
just a very, each block, each flag is just really simple to assemble.
Let's see. You've got. Is this a flying geese one?
So it would be two half square triangles and then 3 rectangles. So it's just a really basic
Oh my gosh, that's
piecing.
very doable, isn't
Yeah.
it? Very doable. I love that. So the 3 and then the 2 half square triangles.
And then just the
That one.
sashing, so
Yeah.
it comes together really fast too. It's another great pattern for showing off big prints as well. Or if you have a fat quarter bundle and you love it and you just don't know what to do with it and you don't want to cut it up too small, this is a perfect
This
pattern
is
for
fun
that.
and festive. Do you think that would you come and teach a class for us?
Oh, that would
sometime
be
on
so
this?
fun. Yeah.
I would love that. So Dana said maybe a class, Kris. Yes. The answer is you heard it here first. 100% yes.
That would
We
be
will
super
have Amy
fun.
come and teach this quilt or maybe another one. We'll have to find out from you guys which class you would like to have Amy teach, because that would be awesome. Oh my goodness. that
And
would
the
be
Union
wonderful.
Jack would be a fun one because it is a
Yes.
little more complex. Like
Yeah.
it might be nice to have someone walk through the steps at first, but once you get it, they come together
Yeah.
surprisingly quick. There's some fun tricks with that one that make it
Really?
much less intimidating than
Yeah.
it looks.
Yeah. It does look a little
It
intimidating.
could look
Yeah.
intimidating, but you could wow your friends.
Yeah, there you go. So Jenny, let's pull back on the camera here, and let's see if we can show this coming back
Bigger
here.
scale. And this one's a little smaller than the pattern. It's just, we made a sample, but sample size, but it gives the idea. So the one in the pattern's bigger, a bigger size throw. Has more flags, I
Let's
guess.
see, what does it end up being? 66 by 84. Oh, that is a
So it's almost a
size.
twin. Yeah.
That actually is a really good size.
And you could make it whatever size you want.
You could.
It's a
You
really
don't
simple one
have
to
to do-
resize.
yeah.
Yeah.
And this one takes 18 fat quarters. So again, a fat quarter bundle would be just
Yep.
perfect, right?
And I originally designed this pattern with my first line, which was Gingham Girls. In fact, you can kind of see the colorway.
Oh yes.
On the
I
back
do
still.
remember that.
And so it
yeah.
was fun to remake it in these spring, summer florals. So
What's that?
You took down my display.
Oh, there you
not
go.
as pretty.
There you go. Yes, that's right.
And there is one other.
Oh, let's pull the Union Jack one.
Oh,
real
do you want
quick
to?
and
Yeah,
we'll
hold
show
it
you
up.
how- yeah.
Perfect.
So you see this color version, but then this is the washed out one too, which I think is really, really pretty. And you just used this is
This
not
was
your
just things
fabric
I
line.
pulled. Some are my collections from past, but others are just a mix of what I had.
So even if you just love this pattern and you think, ooh, this would be so fun in red, whites, and blues,
Yes.
or whatever you would
I've
want.
seen a version with a dark sashing, like kind of almost like a
Oh.
woven denim sashing, and it was so
Nice.
pretty, and the flags popped off of
Oh,
that. So it's
That
really
is
versatile.
A great idea. I love that. Okay, so then let's take a look. What's the next pattern?
Okay,
you wanna show us?
this pattern is the third one that was designed to coordinate with Notting Hill.
Okay.
And this pattern is called Palace Court. And this was one used to show off the toile a little, but it's more of a subdued color palette. It's not the whole range.
You really do get a great, a great look at the toile. I love that. And I love how you cornered these with a different color.
So
That's
kind of, it's
beautiful.
kind of has an interesting repeat. Like it looks different from,
It really
like looking at it
does.
on the screen, doesn't it look different than it does up close? From a
Yeah.
distance, it just has a different design. And this one is surprisingly simple too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that. You've got your hourglass blocks.
Yes, it's
And-
repeating a lot of the same blocks, so it's a
Yeah.
good one for not having to think too hard.
Let's get an up close of this a little bit, Jenny, down here. So we've got, yeah, you can see right here how that shows off that print. So fun.
And I've made another version of this quilt that has more of a modern feel, where this one has 3 different backgrounds. It's got the flags, and it's got the toile, and it's got this little diamond blender. And I've done another version where all those were the same, one of Riley Blake's blossom prints, and so the stars pop even more. So they're just, it's really versatile for,
Of course, I love the gingham,
yes.
as those star points too. Very, very nice. Great print. Oh my goodness, that is a fun quilt. I
Thank
really
you.
like that. And like I said, I love, do you guys see what she did here? She has this pop of color that goes at each point, which I think is brilliant.
It kind of just gives it a
This
different
one
look.
is called Palace Court, someone was asking again. Janet says, let's do a class on this one. There you go. That's awesome.
Thank
my
you.
gosh, I love it. Okay. What's next?
Okay, so I did bring a few other quilts
Okay.
to share.
Great.
And we can do just a mini
Little
trunk
mini
show.
trunk show. Here we
This
go.
is a quilt. This one I brought because it's such a great 10 by 10 inch pre-cut quilt.
Okay.
And this quilt is from my previous collection called Sugar House Park. The quilt pattern is called Prep School Picnic.
Prep square.
Prep School
Prep school. Prep
Picnic. So it's kind of like the
picnic.
plaids, and
That's
but it's a
fun.
really fun one for using a 10-inch stacker or layer cake.
Okay, I like that. That is really fun, and I love these little small squares in between.
And you'd be surprised, this one you can even strip piece. I'll show, so it
Really?
comes, so you're not just cutting little
No
tiny squares,
way.
but they show up that way.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Brilliant. Okay.
Okay, let's
Okay, prep school
picnic.
picnic, and we have these patterns on our website. I know
Yes.
a lot of people are
Yep.
asking about this. So
This is another fun one for using at pre-cuts.
okay.
And this one uses a
Cute.
couple of 5-inch charm square packs and
Okay.
the 2.5-inch pre-cuts, or roly-poly or jelly roll.
Uh-huh.
And so this is the baby version. And this one's called cross weave, and it's
adorable.
a really fun one to just make really scrappy. I pulled a lot of just my stash to make this one.
I love that.
But it's a great
That's
one also
fun.
for using up pre-cuts you might have on hand, and you
That's
need a
true.
quick baby quilt. This
There
one
you
comes
go.
together really quickly.
Nice.
And this is the same pattern, only it's using 10-inch squares instead of 5-inch squares.
Okay. Same exact thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it
that's
has,
bigger.
because the scale is different, it gives it a different look.
It really does, and you can get this done pretty quickly.
Yes, this would be a really fast one. And
Uh-huh.
especially using pre-cuts, the fabric's already coordinated
Yeah.
and looks, you know it's going to look great. And this just pulls it together and gives it a little bit of an optical
Ooh, I
illusion.
like that. Okay, what is this one called?
This one's called cross weave.
Cross weave. Okay.
Looks like this, and it includes
So-
both scale, the large
Oh.
and the small, and it's
So you have
a
both
crib
sizes.
throw twin, queen, king. So
Love
if you
it.
have pre-cuts that you just want to use up,
Yeah.
this one is
Cross
perfect for
weave.
that.
Cross weave, guys. Right
Can
there.
you see it?
Cross weave. Love,
They're
love,
all
love.
under deal of the day.
And yes, and they will all be under deal of the day, so
Oh.
no worries. You can just
Great.
look there and you'll see them right there.
Okay, let's
Okay,
do
what
this
else?
bottom one first because this one is so.
Okay,
This one's for using scraps.
This is one of my all-time.
Is it really?
Yes, one of my all-time favorites. I have
It is
always
a big
loved
quilt.
It. Didn't I say this, Jenny, to you
I
the
don't
other
think I
day?
told
Oh, let's
that one.
see.
What's that one called?
This one's called Scrap Happy Rainbow Connection,
Yes.
and it will be
35
there.
minutes.
Oh,
There we go.
this one
I was
is.
telling Jenny the other day, it's one of my favorite.
Is
quilt
it really?
colors. Yes.
It's such a fun one to make. This one all came from my scrap bins. The whole everything.
Wow.
And so you could do it monochromatic,
Mm-hmm.
or you could do it. Here I did every color I had in my scrap.
Yes.
And it doesn't need to be this big. This is a really big one. But there's multiple sizes.
Cute.
Let me grab it.
I just love it.
Thank you. It's really fun. It's one that's just really freeing because you're making slabs and then trimming and it's ready to go.
But that is so
And this one is
cute.
also, so here's the pattern, also has multiple sizes from baby to king. You can just put all your scraps to good use.
I love that. Yeah, and I mean, and it goes down to the blues.
There's even purple. I don't have a ton of purple, much to my daughter's chagrin. She's my purple girl. But I did have purple scrap, so they made it too.
Yes. Yeah, Lorna, she loves them all wet fabric, or wet talent, I guess.
Oh,
She said. I thought
thanks.
she was gonna say wet
This
fabric.
one
I
is
said,
not
this
hard.
One is your stash.
Yep, just old. Oh, some of it's been around a while.
Uh-huh. You know, it's one of those things that sometimes you look at your stash and you go, ooh, what was I thinking when I bought that, right? But then if you hold on to it, you can do something like
yes,
this. And, you
and
would never
sometimes,
know.
oh, let me see if I can find an example. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes it's the wild ones that kind of
Uh-huh.
make it interesting, I
That's
think.
true. That's true.
And here is my tip for scraps. This is
Okay.
what will make you actually inspired to use them,
Okay.
is sorting them by color. If they're
Ah.
just in a bin,
Yeah.
they're not that exciting or
Yes,
motivating.
right.
But when I finally went and got those clear plastic drawers from Walmart, and I just have my reds and my oranges and
Yeah,
yellows, and
all
then
those
I'm
scraps.
way more
Yeah, you're more
inspired.
Nice.
Totally.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And this one is called Rainbow Connection. Scrap Happy.
It's
Yep.
on the
Rainbow
site.
Connection.
And it's on. It's live.
Yeah. Yep, right here, CJ. Rainbow Connection. There we go.
There we go.
All
and
right.
so I brought one more.
Okay.
This is probably my favorite quilt, and
Is it?
it's been a hit. It's really
yes.
been fun.
I love it.
And I've got another version, but this I just brought the
Let's see.
monochromatic. Yeah.
Okay.
right here.
This is so cute.
This one is called
Mm-hmm.
Pine Hollow.
Okay.
And let's see,
Look
we'll
at
stretch it
this.
out. And it's just trees, and this is improv piecing, which if you've never done it, it sounds intimidating,
Mm-hmm.
but it's really, really fun. And I have a YouTube video that shows how to piece the blocks, like,
Okay.
and how easy they are. And then I also have,
Look at this. Where did that go?
is it the star in
yes,
the, yes,
where did
okay.
the star go? Oh, right
There it
here.
is.
Look at that.
Not fun.
That star is built inside of this. And that's so cute.
Thank you.
So cute. But you've done it with more Christmassy colors.
Mhm.
So like
In fact,
obviously the red and white is
In fact, my
beautiful.
Christmas one's here if
Is
we
it
want to
here?
grab it. I
Yeah,
was
let's
not,
grab
I was
it.
trying not to overwhelm.
Oh no. We all love it. No need to worry about that.
Is there ever
So
such
this
thing as
is-
too many
this-
quilts?
No,
Oh,
no, we love to see the
So here's a
Christmas
Christmas
quilt.
one.
Oh my gosh. Yes, and everyone, if you start now, you'll be just
Yes,
fine
and
in
it
time for
is
Christmas,
really
right?
fun. This is another great, it's a fat quarter quilt too. It's a good one for using.
Oh my
Fat quarters, I made this one really scrappy.
This is so cute.
I'm going to pull it so it's a little,
Oh, I just love this.
I think I've made 5 different variations. The first variation I made was all the trees were the same scale. And they're all different because of the improv nature of it. They have different shapes and sizes, but all the blocks were the same size. And I love that one too. And then this was fun to kind of just change up the size of the blocks and make it look
This is
a little more.
darling. Yes. Renee wants like 6 or 7 different classes. Sweet. We'll get Barb in touch with Amy and we'll get this figured out. So cute.
Thank you.
I think my favorite, well, so many favorites, but look how cute that
I know.
is.
This is fun because you can show off a large scale
Mm-hmm.
print, and you see how this here I'll give you a little. So here's the inside part of that block is here. So
I
there's
love
part of the secret.
that.
It's a stack and whack quilt basically.
Yes.
You stack and cut and then shuffle the pieces.
Oh my gosh, that's so
And so you have like minimal fabric waste. You really get a lot out of your
Wow.
fabric
I
too.
love it. Oh my goodness. And again, this one is called Pine Hollow
Mm-hmm.
right here. So what are these little guys?
Oh,
that
we
you
didn't
got?
show them.
No.
Aren't these cute? Okay, we'll have
They're
to.
so fun.
Again, my friend Amy Chappell, A. Maroney
Uh-huh.
Designs is her website.
Uh-huh.
And she made these, which I thought were so cute.
adorable.
And they're on camera. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that-
okay.
There we
Here
go.
we go.
Talk about it again.
Okay, here, these little row houses are a pattern. I think it's called Little Village.
You have
And she
cardboard or
she
something
put
in
like a hard, it's not car, it's even heavier than cardboard, so it kind of weights it and just gives it a stability when you stand it up.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, they are. They're really cute.
Little
With some
houses
cute
and
little
little
accessories.
cottages at Notting Hill.
Yes, yes.
There you go. Mary Carroll said, I'm not supposed to be spending money. Ha ha. That plan goes out the window.
Sorry, Mary Carroll.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my goodness. That is so fun. Wow, these are adorable. And what is this pattern?
I bet
just
it's
Amy
A. Maroney
Maroney
Designs,
If
and I
you
bet she
go
would.
to her blog,
yeah.
then you can find that
And I
there.
think it's called Little Village. She
Little
made a Christmas
Village.
version
Oh,
first, and then
so
she
cute. She's
made
one
those.
talented gal.
She is.
for
She
sure.
we should have her come teach a
I
class.
really should.
Or have
I
her come and
should.
I think she's going to be
That
one
would
of
be
our
fun.
guests.
She would be an awesome
Yes.
guest.
Yes.
She
The one with all the rainbows.
the rainbows,
Yes.
yes, and she does a lot of applique, machine applique, and she is just super talented.
Mindy, you don't do those kinds of things. Do you see her comment?
Oh, sorry,
She said,
Mindy.
I gave up buying fabric for Lent.
It'll
I'm
still be here
dying
after Easter.
Oh, Mindy, you're so cute. Annette loves the houses. There you go. Oh,
Thank you.
so much fun. There you go. Great
Okay.
looking quilts, right? Well, guys, I got some fun news for you. Okay, let's move on to theme number 3, shall we?
On it.
Okay.
Look at
Theme
that
number 3.
graphic.
Theme number 3.
There.
1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. Deal of the day. If you haven't guessed already, you guys got to know. We have all of Amy Smart's beautiful fabric from Riley Blake Designs on sale for 20% off today. Woohoo! And Amy Smart's patterns that she showcased today as well
Awesome.
for 20% off.
I don't know if those are 20. They're
if,
just on sale.
if you go to mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com and type in deal of the day, you will be able to find all those items right there, and you can scroll through and you can take a look at all of these different things. And don't worry, we've got plenty, so don't fret. I promise, we got lots. Because we knew how much you guys would love this fabric collection and all her patterns as much as we do. So go to Deal of the Day on mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com. Get all of these items, her patterns, as well as her fabric on sale today only. Well, for 24 hours, I guess I should say. And go from there. Okay, so check that out. Then we also have another fun thing to let you know, and that is Riley Blake has sponsored a giveaway for us.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Riley
Yes,
Blake.
Thank you, Riley Blake. All of our friends there. They're amazing, amazing company. And they are giving away a fat quarter bundle of Nottingham.
Hill.
Yay!
Notting Hill.
Nottingham.
We like
Well,
Nottingham
you know,
too.
Nottingham too.
Yeah.
Notting Hill.
There's a lot of
It's
Nottings.
Friday.
Yeah.
There you go. So if you would like to be entered for the giveaway, type a comment in below of something new you learned today, something you were inspired by, or some kind of aha moment. We always like to.
And I
bring
forgot
those
to add,
things.
we're going to give away
Yes.
the two fat quarter patterns.
Yes, Amy's giving away two
as well.
fat quarter patterns. That's right.
Yeah.
So you're going to get.
Too. Have them share it.
Oh, and share it. Jenny is saying, share this video. Sharing is caring, we like to say.
Thank you for sharing.
That's right.
And caring.
And you will be entered to win not only this, but two fat quarter patterns as well that go with this. Now, I promise you that I don't want you to wait to see who gets the giveaway before you buy something. If you're wanting this and you're like, but I don't know if I'm going to win, don't worry, okay? Go ahead, buy it now, because we're not going to announce a winner until Monday. And then these things won't be on sale anymore, all right? Because this is only on sale for 24 hours. So if you have that, if you want to be a part of the giveaway, type something new you learned, something you're inspired by.
Yes,
I know you're going to have to go back
Yes.
and read all these. It'll make you feel so good.
Oh,
if you're ever
you.
having a bad day, you need to watch, because this
you.
is the most caring, kind group of men and women you will ever meet.
Oh,
No doubt. They're
thank you.
so positive.
Thank you so
They're
much.
wonderful people. So you just, tonight I want you to go
Okay,
home,
this is what I'm
and
going
I
to do.
want you to do that.
And if my kids are ever
Yeah,
think
if
I
the-
don't know anything, I'll
yeah,
be like,
just,
but read these comments.
Look,
This is
look, they think I'm okay.
They think I'm smart.
Exactly.
There's proof in type,
There you
black and
go.
white.
Exactly.
Thanks, everyone.
Force your,
Yeah.
force your children to read those things. Yes, exactly. So anyway, we're going to give this away. I will announce the winner on Monday. We'll have our random number generator choose someone here, and you're going to be so excited. So now let me tell you, if by chance you have purchased it and you win, guess what? We'll give you a credit. So no
Ooh,
worries.
no
Yeah,
risk.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's no risk. Go ahead and get in on deal of the day while you can save
That's so
some money.
great.
So, all right. So that is that. One last thing I want to end with. First of all, I want to thank Amy for being our special
thank you so
guest
much for
today.
having me.
In fact, we do have a little gift for you, Amy, that
Oh.
we'd like to give to you. Go ahead.
Can I open it now?
Open it up. Open it
Never
up.
know
She
whether
was
it's
so
like-
sweet to drive all the way to Logan today.
Oh, it was,
Well, she drove last night,
yes.
stayed in a hotel.
I stayed by myself,
She got to just enjoy
watched
the
Netflix.
evening.
It was really great.
Yeah.
Took a bath. It was great.
That's awesome. And so this is just a little way of saying thank you. for
Oh,
coming.
thank you.
Rip it
Okay.
open, girl. There we go.
I'm trying to save.
There you go.
Look at this.
Yeah.
A sweatshirt. Thank you, my girlfriend's sweatshirt.
Yes.
For the
one of
girl
our
who
buddies.
stays home in her sweats.
There
so
you
this is
go.
perfect.
Exactly.
I needed a new hoodie in my rotation. Thank you so much. Oh, it's a zip-up hoodie even. I needed a zip-up hoodie because some days you don't want to pull
It's really
over your head and.
Kinda like it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay.
And you've got the official
Oh, three.
Green Tea Destiny t-shirt.
Thank
Here
you.
we go.
And this is so
being our
cute.
guest. Oh, well,
That was a
good.
handy little, like, with graph paper notepad.
There you go. There
That's
you
super
go.
cool. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thanks for
Oh
having
my
me, Kris.
goodness. So the way I always like to end every Friday, this is a great way to send you off for your weekend, right? Is I want to end with this question that I ask all my Friday guests, and that is, what life advice has
Ooh.
served you well over the years?
Okay, my favorite advice is let go of perfection, especially as a quilter.
Yeah.
I think I've watched so many quilters get hung up on it's not perfect, and so they give up. And if you were to look at any one of these quilts I brought today, you would find points of stars that were cut off or corners that didn't match perfectly.
Yeah.
And
But
it's
it's
okay.
okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You all saw the colors and the shapes, not
Yeah.
the points. And that's what
Right.
everyone will see as you make or gift a quilt.
That's
so
right.
perfection's overrated.
Yeah, I
That's my
love that.
advice.
You know what? That's really true.
Yep.
Very,
not
very true.
don't let it hold
Don't
you back.
worry. Yeah, sometimes we get caught up in those things and then we end up not enjoying the process. And quilting is meant to be fun
Yes.
and enjoyable, right?
Yes. Can I add another?
Yes, please do.
Add another
we
thought.
need all of the
Getting
thoughts.
2 for the price of 1.
Yes,
Um,
that's right.
I heard Eleanor Burns say once, someone was asking her about the quilting on her quilt, and she's like, I quilt with my credit card.
Yeah.
And I thought, even Eleanor Burns is saying, you know what? I can't do it all.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
okay to let someone else help
true.
with the part that
That's true.
I don't have time for, or I feel more confident in their skills than
Yeah,
mine. You know,
yeah.
I loved that. I thought
a
that
good
was so
point.
great.
I love
So,
that too.
You can, it's
There you
okay.
go.
Do the part you love. And
Do
if
the part you love.
you
and
need
there's
help
something
finishing
you don't love, then
the part
it's
you don't
okay.
love, yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay.
That's awesome. I love it. Oh my goodness. Ramona said, let go of perfection, my aha moment, because I'm always so critical of myself.
Let it go. Play Elsa.
Play Elsa.
Yeah.
Let it go. Let it go. Yeah.
Just enjoy. This is fun. This is fun.
Now you're going to have it in your
Yeah,
mind
sorry about that.
day
All
long.
weekend. Yeah.
Ted Lasso one.
There you go.
Already there.
Gretchen says, strive for 90% perfection. The other 10% steals your joy.
That is so true. That's a beautiful way of looking at it. Yep.
And you know something that I have loved and about today is what you said earlier that I said, oh, you gave me the goosies, was the fact that this new fabric collection was like a love letter to your friends back there in England. And I think, you know what, that is so true, that, you know, all the things that we do, that we make, that we create are made with love. So think of it as a way of telling someone, I love you, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that's what makes Quilter so wonderful is a lot of times they're doing it for other people. Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you're doing it for yourself, you're sharing love for you.
Love yourself too.
Yeah,
Just as important.
Yep. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for being with us
thanks
tonight.
again. It was so fun to be
I should say
here with
today,
all of
but
you.
A lot of them are East Coasters. They're like getting ready for dinner.
You
and
had to wait.
all of the
Probably
above.
hungry.
Exactly. So, but truly, thank you everyone for being with us today for another 3 Themes at 3. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. You know, go enjoy a little bit of sunshine, some fresh air out there, right? And sew away. Keep doing those
Keep
projects.
sewing.
Keep on sewing. I say that every
just keep
time.
sewing.
Like, just keep sewing. And we really, truly appreciate you, all of our friends out there. Thank you. Day in and day out, you show up. And I honestly can't thank you enough. So thank you for being here. This is awesome. I'm just going to give her a little squeeze. And hey, everyone, have a great rest of your weekend. I hope to see you on Monday for another 3 Themes at 3. In the meantime, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay home, but get some fresh air. And of course, keep sewing. Bye-bye.
Yes.